People are killing people.
No, what race is killing? Is it white people killing blacks or blacks killing blacks?
People are killing people, Charlie.
Okay, but hold on. What race is killing the other race?
What race is killing what race more? That does not matter.
It does matter because it's a black-on-black problem.
It's a
and blacks need to solve the problem of black-on-black violence.
Is it a black-on-black problem or is it a crime problem?
It's a black-on-black problem that is a crime problem. Because I'll tell you what, if it was a bunch of kids from Deerfield coming in with guns, it would be a white problem.
Somehow... It wasn't personal. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
All you black people making it your business that Charlie Kirk got smoked on camera by a white boy. Y'all are being disrespectful to his legacy. You are going against his principles, his logic, and everything he stood for. Y'all so confused. He didn't give a about when a black person harmed another black person. He was pompous, arrogant, and condescending in stating that that's a black problem and black people need to worry about it. So the truth should stand now. We should mirror that same sentiment, man. But yeah, his killer is in custody. White on white crime. It's out of control. We just want to get an update on what's going on my mama. And yet we are not celebrating anything. However, I can't help but to reflect upon a song that says, bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night. Guess what happened when those bombs was bursting in the air? People were dying up under those bombs. And they celebrate that all the time. Every time they do a sports event, they sing that song and they celebrate the death of thousands upon thousands. But yet here it is, someone who was open and very callous about speaking of, at the moment he died, he brought up gang violence, which was totally irrelevant to the subject at hand, being very callous and insensitive about the subject, and sarcastic. That's the last words he said. And y'all still out here putting your nose in business that don't belong. They tried to make it say, oh, immediately, Democrat. How about it's a Republican? This is deep. Let's check out some of these updates. Oh, my mama. But this is another thing I want to remind you of. When you see Chicago talking about don't bring the National Guard, you hear people talking about race wars. And you talk about YNs and what they will, won't, can, and can't do. Just know this is one 22-year-old in Utah. Look what he did. Just think about that. Your enemy, football fields away. All right, that's all I should have to say. Niggas better sharpen up on my mama. Facts. Talking about y'all gonna defend something. How? With a switch? Man, you won't even see this coming.
Charlie Kirk's killer has allegedly confessed to his father, and his father, after speaking with some pastor.
This is crazy to me. I saw a press conference where the police is patting themselves on the back, thanking them all their good efforts. And the only thing happened was his family. He confessed to his family turned him in. Who made the police were useless? They didn't hit the police at all. His father walked him right to him. All their efforts were useless, and they giving themselves all this round of applause. That lets you know we living in a bullshit society.
In the area turned his son into law enforcement. We now know the identity of the kid.
If that's the case, what credit does law enforcement deserve? They did absolutely nothing. The boy told his daddy turned him in. Law enforcement, with their own efforts, arrested the wrong people, multiples.
Killer, his name is Tyler Robinson. He is 22 years old. He is now in custody. There was just a press conference held in Utah by the governor as well as the FBI. I want to go through the facts that we know, and I want to stick to the facts. What we know about Tyler Robinson is that he comes from a very Republican family. Tyler Robinson's political affiliation is unknown. We know this family is Mormon. This family is white. We know that Tyler Robinson was raised with guns and shooting. His mom referred to the family as a gun-toting family.
And if you use Charlie Kirk's logic, that is a white Mormon problem. They need to handle that, not no blacks. Mind your business.
There's lots of photos with him at shooting ranges. I'll show you those photos now. He wore a Trump costume for Halloween in
When your son does that, he's called a thug. Ask John Morant. Yeah, this is the double standard that America has. John Morant get reprimanded, and they can post pictures like this, and it's awesome.
the past. Again, this seems to be a family that was supportive of Donald Trump. Tyler Robinson's father, who you see right here, he was a sheriff. He's a retired sheriff, a veteran of the Washington County Sheriff's Department. And he ultimately turned his own son in after the FBI and local law enforcement, really because of the FBI, had totally botched this investigation. I want to go through now some of the additional facts that we're aware of. This is the mugshot right now of the suspect, Tyler Robinson. You see it right here. This is the photo from Halloween of the alleged Charlie Kirk shooter, proudly wearing his Trump costume for Halloween. One of the bullet casings that were found had an inscription that read, "If you read this, you are gay, LMAOO." There were other inscriptions as well. I want to be very clear not to read too much into the inscriptions. There are some people who are saying that the inscriptions are actually a code for an online game called Helldivers, and it activates like a special bombing thing called Eagle 500, whatever. But the other inscriptions appear to say, "Notices bulges, OWO, what's this? Hey, fascists, catch up arrow, right arrow, 3 down arrow," as like literally a code to activate a certain bomb in a game. Some suspect that, but
I believe that's like the cheat code for that kind of shot in a game. Like Call of Duty or something, there's a sniper cheat code, up, down, and you can hit a long shot. I think that's just like a troll, because I think that's, if I had to just guess, that's what I would guess.
I just want to let you know what they say. These do not appear to be what it was previously reported to say when the ATF released false information, or when the FBI released false information the other day. There's this photo right here of Tyler Robinson posted by his mother, Amber, on October 31, 2018. His mother writes, "Happy Halloween, handing out candy alone since these weirdos ditched me. Tyler is some guy from a meme. Austin is the crazy end of the world homeless guy. And Logan is a fancy skeleton. Hashtag my kids are weird. Happy Halloween, boys mom." You see that right there. The meme actually appears to be the Pepe Frog Groiper meme, which is a racist meme. But you can judge for yourself if that's the meme. But we put up the Pepe the Frog meme. It's associated with anti-Semitic slurs and behavior like that. Here's Tyler Robinson with the various weapons. These are photos that his mom was posting. "My son's a leather-working, gun-touting, cowboy-loving, brilliant kid." This was referring to her other son, Austin.
This is what you got to understand, the dangers of, this is a very young man that was willing to trade his life to commit this shot, bro. Y'all better wake up and realize how deep it can get when you talking about having an enemy. Perhaps there's an innate awareness of this skill set And our lack thereof is why it seems like we tend to not engage that community the way we engage one another. Maybe it's just understood.
But the mom posted photos like this about her son, Tyler, who you see here. Lots of photos of them taking family vacations together. As our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, writes, so let me get this straight. After days of Republicans blaming and vilifying Democrats and trans people for Kirk's murder, despite having no clue who the person was, we find out it's a white guy from a Republican family in Utah who loved guns. Yeah, that sounds about right. Then Kash Patel tries to brag like law enforcement figured this out. Law enforcement didn't figure this out.
Thank you. That's my point exactly. They talk to us like we goofy, stupid. They were all congratulating each other and patting each other on the back for such well job done and great job. I'm like, what job? He told his daddy turned him in. All y'all efforts was a waste of time. Produced absolutely nothing, fruitless. Y'all didn't track him down, locate him, or nothing.
The guy confessed to his dad, and his dad turned his son in. Actually should have been a pretty easy case to solve, given that they lived in Utah, they had guns. Oh, by the way, Tyler Robinson got a scholarship. He attended only one semester before dropping out. Still unclear why he dropped out, but he actually went to that school. So given all the surveillance cameras, given that he went to the school, gun loving, if you ran the correct profile on who the shooter was versus trying to create a narrative to divide the country and saying it was a trans, whatever you were trying to say, you may have actually been able to do real law enforcement work. Here's Kash Patel trying to act like this is a testament to the dedication of good law enforcement. Here, play this clip.
The arrest is a testament to the dedication of good law enforcement.
Man, I'm so glad he zeroed in and focused on this. Please don't think I've seen this already. But I was so blown away by this display of proudness, like they did something. I'm so glad he caught it and focused on it and highlighted it.
Being great. And partnerships in law enforcement, which I've tried to highlight as my tenure as the director of the FBI. There is no better relationship for law enforcement than the FBI to partner with state and local authorities. And you've seen it here in these last few days.
And then Kash Patel's like, and this is what happens when you let good cops be good cops. Here, play this clip.
Thank you, Governor. This is what happens when you let good cops be cops.
Yeah, that was the phrase I heard that I just couldn't get it. Who the f is he talking to? He got to be talking to them people out there in the middle of nowhere who can't read, can't write, and can't sign their name. I don't know who the f he think the cops need to be thanking the dad in the community because they were useless and clueless.
You're trying to who's not letting good cops be good cops? You aren't, by imposing your ideology onto law enforcement investigations. The cops didn't do anything here to be in terms of finding the guy. You didn't do anything. The cops may have been able to find the guy if you didn't get in their way. Let me be clear about that. The way this was resolved was that the guy, Tyler Robinson, confessed to his dad, and his dad turned his son in after 3 days of you botching the investigation. You see that. Next, Kash Patel goes, thanks to the full weight of the federal government and leading out with our partners, we've apprehended the suspect in a historic time period. What do you mean a historic time period? What are you talking about? Here, play this clip.
In less than 36 hours, 33 to be precise, thanks to the full weight of the federal government and leading out with the partners here in the state of Utah and Governor Cox, the suspect was apprehended in a historic time period. And I want to highlight what Governor Cox said. This would not have been possible without you, the media, and you, the public. That's why we went so public, so fast, and we're so transparent, and we're committed to that transparency.
And then, of course, Charlie Kirk's got to have his social media moment, which he botches as well. And he's like, to my friend Charlie Kirk, Rest now, brother. I will see you in Valhalla. I will see you soon. Here, play this clip.
Lastly, to my friend Charlie Kirk, rest now, brother. We have the watch, and I'll see you in Valhalla.
By the way, then you have Governor Cox of Utah tries to politicize this, and he goes, don't you see that we did not riot in Utah? There was no rioting. There was no looting. There was no car set on fire. A white Mormon from a Republican family shot and killed Charlie Kirk, a guy who dressed up as Donald Trump for Halloween. What are you even talking about? Here, play this clip.
But I want you to look at how Utahns reacted the last 2 nights. There was no rioting. There was no looting. There were no cars set on fire. There was no violence. There were vigils and prayers and people coming together to share the humanity. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I believe is the answer to this. We can return violence with violence. We can return hate with hate. And that's the problem with political violence, is it metastasizes, because we can always point the finger at the other side. And at some point, we have to find an off-ramp, or it's going to get much, much worse. But see, these are choices that we can make. History will dictate if this is a turning point for our country. But every single one of us gets to choose right now if this is a turning point for us. We get to make decisions. We have our agency.
By the way, then Donald Trump was on Fox this morning, and he seemed to be ready to move on. He spread the lies and disinformation that he found was necessary in the Oval Office by blaming Democrats and leftists and the trans ideology, and dividing the country during a critical moment. Sadly, that Oval Office speech may be all people see. People may not know the actual truth now. Fortunately, lots of people watch the Midas Touch Network, but then watch how nonchalant Trump is. I heard, the dad spoke with a group of ministers and they turned the kid in. Hey, want to talk about Chicago? I'm going to invade Chicago. You want to talk about Soros? I'm going to do a RICO against them. You want to talk about, this is what they do. You want to talk about Gavin Newscum? Should I go back to the oldies? Here, play this clip.
Just some clarification. So a pastor was able to turn him in, or they got the family of the shooter to turn them in?
Well, it was a minister, and the minister went to a minister who was involved with law enforcement, by the way. And his good friend is a top U.S. Marshal. And they took it from there. And then it was a father got involved, namely his father, and said, we got to go in. And they...
He think y'all stupid. He's still trying to get a marshal some credit, and and then the father initiated this. He act like the marshals told the dad, hey, we know your son did it. We need you to bring him in. Nah, that ain't what happened.
So I understand it. And again, subject to change, but the facts are the facts. We have the person that we think is the person we're looking for. But they drove into the police headquarters, and he's there now.
Did the father know about what the son had done?
I don't know. I'm going to let you get all those questions later, because I can't tell you how accurate. The bottom line is they have somebody that they think did it.
And by the way, again, I'm just going to report what's going on 4chan, the far right extremist website right now. They're losing their mind. They're showing photos of Tyler Robinson, and they're saying, so is he our guy? Wait a minute. People were convinced this was some Latino tranny. Oh no. Now what? Then people go, he looks like a MAGA bro, LMAO. We'll keep you posted every step of the way, just giving you the updates, trying to keep to the straight facts right now.
It's getting hard trying to live in this land, Lord. I'm sick of paying rent, I wanna be the landlord. Not too many children in my section 8 last night. Lights out, they on section 8. We get constipated from that government cheese. Paying taxes, steady get a government cheese. Don't nothing change, no matter who we vote for. So why waste time even going to try to vote for? When you grind so hard, you supposed to see profit. Why we so broke? We supposed to be prophets. We never had a choice on coming to America. I feel something real bad is coming to America. I don't write the mayor, they say I got a right to, but I don't even know where a nigga supposed to write to. I keep my chest up and head to the sky until the day I burn or head to the sky.
There was many bad days. Lord, I've had hills to climb and sleepless nights. But when I look around and see what you've done for me, I say thank you, Lord, and I won't complain. Yeah, no.
I'm no devil, I know that I'm God's son, but I still smoke weed with my godson. And even though they say the woman is the backbone, we just wanna see them laying on their backbone. Thumb through the word, but you know what's confusing? Between the experts, it's so much confusion. I want it all, for all that I care about. I want a ball, that's all that I care about. Travel 50 states, broke 48 laws. Ran across a book called 48 Laws. Some say it's bad, some say it's a good book. I say it ain't got nothing on the good book. I ain't tripping on going to the motherland. On the other hand, I like to buy my motherland. What price can we all get peaceful? Stay at war and swear that we peaceful.
Many good days and bad days. I've had some hills to climb and Lord, sleepless nights. When I look around and see what you've done for me, I say thank you, Lord. I won't complain.
What's wrong? Can't we all get along? Wanna buy a home, but can't get along. I'm trying to stay focused and write the right rhymes, cause these days everybody write rhymes. My uncle went to the rehab, hooked on morphine. It seems he came out even more fiend. Don't wanna see cuz die or blood bleed. We all lose every time black blood bleed. Holla Hail Mary, a light no candle, but I'm still trying to handle what I can do. I go hard for what I need, so it's ample. Watch me, you won't need no example. Crucial situation, my life in a crisis. Need to trade my life in for crisis. Please forgive me for what I did last night. I don't know, this might be my last night.
Yes. What did you say, Malcolm? Well, I said the same thing that everybody says, that his assassination was the result of the climate of hate. But only I said the chickens came home to roost, and which means the same thing. Climate of hate means that this is the result of something. And when I said chickens coming home to roost, I said the same thing. But you did not say that you were glad the president was killed. No, that's what the press said. What would I look like saying that I'm glad the president was killed? You feel, however, that we're making progress? No. I will never say that progress is being made. Knife in my back 9 inches and pull it out 6 inches. There's no progress. You pull it all the way out, that's not progress. The progress is healing the wound that the blow made. And they haven't even begun to pull the knife out, much less try and heal the wound. They won't even admit the knife is there.
That personal. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.